Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Millicent Walker. Coming up on the program, wife of the Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Olufunso Amosun, creates awareness against cancer. Cross River State Government organizes first edition of NorthFest with this year's focus promoting agriculture. And a number of state governments set to upgrade Agbaru Boat Regatta to a major cultural festival. Well, let's kick off with revelations from the United Nations that by 2030, over 30 million people worldwide will battle to survive cancer-related cases. Well, that is why wife of the Ogun State Governor, Olufunso Amosun, has led other members of the state's Executive Council, including the state's Deputy Governor, to a free cancer screening exercise at the state hospital in Ota, Ogun State.
What they can do is what we are doing, create more awareness, encourage women and people generally to screen themselves and check themselves regularly, to be more attentive to their bodies and pay more attention. As we've said, it's detectable, it's curable, it's treatable once it is harnessed early in its stage. So all we can do is increase awareness and encourage people to be more proactive about matters of their health. We have been able to make significant impact. We've detected several cases year in, year out, and we have actually been able to sort of like halt the spread in a lot of ladies.
Wife of Ogun State Governor Olufunso Amosun speaking there. The Department of Petroleum Resources, DPR in Gumby State, Nigeria's northeast, has organized an interactive session for his members on digitization for effectiveness in the service sector. The Operation Controller DPR in the state, Mr. Abdullahi Abawa, advises all service stations in the state on safety tips.
It was a sensitization meeting where major and independent marketers were drawn from Gombe Metropolis and other towns within Gombe, Department of Petroleum Resources jurisdiction. Lapses observed by the DPR include diversion of petroleum products, under-dispensing, inadequate number of fire extinguishers, inadequate water supply at filling stations, to mention a few. At a technical presentation, participants were well tutored on the retail outlet monitoring system and the new process of online registration, a development participants say is a positive one in the industry. According to the operations controller, Abdullahi Abawa, participants learned about the online registration as well as some safety tips, which are in the interests of consumers generally.
Is this business for the marketers and for DPR as well? Because you just go online, commence registration, upload your documents, and then DPR will see it and begin to process it without you coming to the office. So it does a lot of things that are both advantageous to the marketer and DPR.
Another official in his submission on the lapses at filling stations cautioned members against diversion and under-dispensing, saying both are punishable by law.
It included issues like sharp practices, that is under delivery of products, as well as diversion or change of destination of products, which the marketers normally do. It's an illegal practice. It's not acceptable by law and it's punishable.
The meeting also called for routine training of marketers in safety and customer relations.
And agriculture seems to be the word on the lips of most cross-riverians, as the state government is not letting up on its plans to promoting agriculture. To celebrate the year's harvest, hosted by 5 communities in the northern part of the state, the governor reiterates his stance on the high importance commercial agriculture plays in the state's economy. It's the first time ever that 5 communities in northern Cross River State have come together to celebrate a cultural festival. And for the people of Bekwara, Obudu, Obanliku, Ogoja and Yala local government areas, it's been glad tidings, all thanks to the rains which have been more than generous this season. The governor of the state, Professor Ben Ayade, beams with pride as he expresses his delight on the success of the occasion. He hopes for a better harvest next year.
I'd like to especially recognize the Ogoja people and the Yala local government. These two local governments, your harvest was among us. Your harvest was cataclysmic. Your harvest was something else, and it was organic. I think that is a challenge for the other three local governments, that next year, when we come back, your yam barn must be filled. Today we are talking about agriculture as a way forward. So we all must come together.
The high rise in agricultural activities in the state could also cause a major increase in the state's internally generated revenue.
Festivals like this create awareness. They provide opportunity for our people to display themselves. As they grow, it becomes economically beneficial.
Healthy competition is promoted among members of neighboring communities as the festival brings them closer, fostering unity.
I believe that this will be sustained. Let it not just be a one-off thing. I'm sure that by next year we are going to have a better, a more publicized event.
For Cross River State, it is clear that efforts are being made to turn the tides from high dependence on the black gold to agriculture.
Local government council or Goja local government.
And to Delta State, where the Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has commissioned various projects worth about 30 million naira in Ole Isoko South local government area of the state. Mr. Okowa is appealing to other corporate organizations to support the reconstruction of the library complex to enhancing the reading culture for Deltans.
It's been a busy time for the Governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, as he inspects and inaugurates various projects in the state. First, he's present at Ole in Isoko local government area of the state to formally receive from a charity organization the reconstructed and stocked library complex there.
This library comprises of 2 study halls. You have one study hall at the back for primary school children and the main study hall in front for the university and secondary school children.
Now you have a good excuse to come to this place, sit down, read, borrow books, plan your life and become better people.
Governor Okowa is confident the modern library complex will encourage people to study.
I believe that the structure itself and the environment will attract our people to come to read. So I must thank you for trying to encourage knowledge in the Isoko nation.
The governor makes a stop at Sapele to perform a groundbreaking ceremony for a 150-megawatt power plant undertaken by a private partner. While decrying the epileptic power supply in the area, the traditional ruler of Okwe has a word for the Benin Electricity Company.
Sapele light has been very epileptic. It is not the problem of generation, it is the problem of distribution. So I want to use this opportunity to call on the Benin Electricity Division Company to improve the power supply in Sapele.
For the state governor, the people must do their part for the good of the community.
There is a promise to start the second phase that will take it to 500 megawatts. So please ensure, I want to plead with our people to ensure that we give them all the cooperation to enable them to deliver on this project as quickly as possible.
With the commissioning of the library in Ole to boost education and the flag-off of a power plant in Sapele to improve electricity, Delta State can be said to be on the right track to bring development to the people at the grassroots.